So beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So here we are. I am now live with one of the most recent graduates, Christina. Super excited to have you on here today.
Thank you.
Really, I just want to see why'd you join the Live Your Yoga mentorship?
Well, on search for trying to better myself, dealing with some anger issues on my own. It's not easy to do on your own, by the way. I got this feed. I don't even remember what it said when I put my email in or what have you, but this
Mm.
beautiful voice calls me up and she's like, hey, what if I tell you I can help you and I can help you and guide you and you can live this yoga on and off the mat. And I'm like, okay, like that's totally intriguing. So I did think about it for a minute, but I definitely leaned towards it and gave it a shot.
Yeah.
I was
I,
like,
I want to
devil.
address I want to address what you said to me when you're like,
Yeah.
the hesitation that you had, and they're like, is this girl real? What did I just do? Tell me more about that.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. It sounds so good. I want to do something for myself. And then I was like, oh my God, like what if this person isn't real? What if she's just gonna take my money? Oh my God. And lo and behold, you're real. The people were real. It was a totally cool program.
Mhm.
Thank goodness.
Well, tell me, how did the mentorship change your life? Like, where are you now from where we met 3 months ago?
Oh, well, I have to say, like, when I did yoga a couple years ago, it was yoga like for exercise. And I did it, I lost weight, it was awesome. But I really didn't have that mind, body, spirit connection with it at
Mm-hmm.
that time. And now, after having the program and, doing the yoga with a mindful, spiritual, you know, um, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like mentor.
My mentality. And
Yeah.
then alongside like the breath work and the meditation and the journaling, like it really brought yoga to life for me, and it made it such a vital part of my day, my practices, my rituals,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
And now, do you feel as though you have the tools to handle anger and process emotions and really embody the ability to deal with life as it happens?
Yeah, like I love having these tools in my toolbox, as you want to call it, like
Mhm.
learning different techniques and when you are in a slump, and I had these amazing people to bounce ideas off of and get more tools and more accessibility to myself, learning how to embody myself, my energy. That was all new for me. I never really felt grounded. So being able to embody myself, my energy, be grounded, and then use these tools for when these things come up. Not
Mhm.
perfect, it's still a work in progress, but
Yes.
it's definitely a night and day
Yeah.
difference from where I started.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And the reality is yoga doesn't change what happens in life. It changes how you respond to it when you implement the tools, and they're lifelong tools. It's not like, oh, I graduated the Live Your Yoga mentorship and I never have to use those tools again, because that's not the truth, right? Like, you have to continue to use the tools that you learn in order to receive the benefits.
Yeah, like when I first started, I felt a little off balance and things weren't quite right. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get these moves. I'm like, I suck at this.
Yeah.
And as you tend to bring things in balance and you start implementing these practices into your regular life off the
Mhm.
mat, and then you start to notice, okay, things are a lot easier. This feels good. This feels right.
Mhm. Yeah. And so tell me, how did you justify making the financial investment into the program? Because I know for you, you're like, ooh, can I do that? Can I make that investment in myself? Like, where did you justify it, and how do you feel the value of the program came with that?
Well, I put myself first,
Mm.
and it was as simple as
Yeah.
that. I want to make these changes. I know I'm having trouble doing them on my own because I've been working on this for so long and it felt really stagnant, and it was time to make a move, and this came at the right time for me, and it made a lot of sense,
Mm.
and I don't regret it. It was a really good
I
program.
love that you said I put myself first, because oftentimes I'll be talking with women who are like, I really want this, but my kids, I really want this, but my husband. It's like, well, do you want this? Or is there going to be some other reason or excuse? And so to invest in yourself is the best investment that you can actually make, because that's the relationship you have with yourself.
It was for them too, though, you know, like, how am I going to be a better version for myself? How am I going to show up for them in a good way and stop making these patterns that I've already like been doing for so long? So it was an investment for everybody.
Yeah, your whole family benefits from you investing in you. Yeah, good point. Would you sign up for the course again if we could go back 3 months ago when we first met?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what would you tell someone who's on the fence that, like, I really want to change my life with yoga? Is this program for me? Should I sign up? What would you tell them?
Well, first off, I always tell people when they're about their fitness and where they are with their well-being, I'm like, yoga, you should do yoga, yoga.
Right.
So in general, that alone, but with the program for women that are having trouble struggling with balancing the daily life and trying to find time to fit time in for yourself and learning how to do that and finding really good self-care practices, this is a good program for you.
Yeah, and community, strong communities to support you.
What a bunch of wonderful women.
Yeah, that's what I love the most is you guys are the ones that make the program, for sure. Christina, thank you so much for hopping on. And exciting news, the Live Your Yoga Mentorship now has a graduates program where we dive into cycling with our hormones. So I get to see you more on call starting tomorrow. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, Amber.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.